How are you feeling about this weekend then? You know, a one-match shootout to get into the top six. How are you feeling about it?
I feel happy. I feel happy that we have the chance that we're in the race to top six. That we have the chance to reach top six, and so I'm very happy and I'm looking forward to this game.
Hearts had a chance to cement their position in the last weekend and they didn't manage to do it. So they come to Fir Park this weekend. They probably have to win. You have to win. Would you rather be in your shoes? Is all the pressure on Hearts?
I think as St. Mirren has also the pressure. Everybody has, each team has the pressure, and but we have the pressure also to get points, and not only in this direction, also in this direction. And so each game is very, very tight. Each game is very, very tough. And as you see last weekend, also with Hearts, each game is so tight, and small things are deciding the games, and so it's pressure, I think, for each team in this tape. I think perhaps Celtic not, but each other team has pressure, and so it's football. You always has pressure.
Do you think they'll be a bit anxious, a bit nervous coming here, given they're the bigger club? Perhaps a little bit more expectancy on them.
Nervous for us?
Do you think Hearts will come here quite nervous, quite anxious, because there's probably more expectation on them, given they're a bigger club and they had the opportunity last week?
Yes, but I don't think they will come here nervous. They have the expectations are perhaps a little bit higher, but we also want points. So I think it will be hopefully a tough game, hopefully a big challenge, hopefully an interesting game for the spectators, and in the end, the team who reached the top six earned it or deserved it.
The club confirmed earlier in the week that Kofi Balmer's red card had the appeal had been successful. Just to begin with, but general thoughts on that incident, having maybe watched it back and sort of reflecting on that incident now. Yes,
for us, I'm very happy that Kofi can play on the weekend, because it's an important player, and we have not so many centre backs there. So I'm very, very happy that he can play, and I think that it was no yellow card in the end. It says all.
The club and yourself had spoken about the challenge on Andy Halliday at Aberdeen the week before, and VAR didn't get involved there. Just from your experience in Austria and Germany, just in your short time here, is there any differences sort of between how VAR operates where you've been and where you are just now?
I think this is an extremely difficult question, because I'm here since 6 weeks, and my first 4 games here, the referee was very, very fine, and now there was 2 decisions, were not lucky for us. In the end, to be honest, I said the same in Austria. I'm not a fan from the VAR, because I think the VAR is important, but only for onside and for offside, and perhaps if somewhere is a hit and nobody sees it, then it's for me okay. But I think we should give the referee the responsibility to be the man to have the confidence and to be the man on the pitch who takes the decision, and it's a game. To make mistakes is human. Me also makes many mistakes. The players make mistakes, so the referee can make mistakes. So I think VAR yes, but only to say goal or no goal or offside or onside, in my opinion.
You played a large part of the game with 10 men. How frustrating is that for you, given that it could cost you a place in the top 6?
Yeah, absolutely, and I can't remember there was similar against Kilmarnock at home. There was also a decision with red card, and was no red card in the end. So yeah, absolutely, it was a tough game. But I can't say if we play 11 against 11, there was a 1-0, we will win the game or we will make a draw. But it's more possible to make a draw or to win the game if you play with the same numbers. Yeah, so yeah, of course, it was not really lucky for us. Yeah.
The club's statement the other day was quite strong. Made some quite important points. You've not been here for very long, but what is your impression of the refereeing standards in Scotland?
As I said before, so the first 4 games for me it was very good. The referees was. I always say if you don't feel that the referee is on the pitch, he's very good, in my opinion. And this was my opinion in the first 4 games. And then there was the decision with Andy Halliday in Aberdeen. But I think it's normal and it's human that you make mistakes. So everything fine. But if we have the VAR, the VAR should support and should help the referee. And if we have him, then it should decrease his mistakes, in my opinion. And then we should help him and not say, blame to the referee or say point with the finger on the referee. So this is a decision from the VAR. But for me, it's the referees are absolutely okay, absolutely.
Can that frustration from Saturday become motivation this weekend?
If for Saturday someone needs motivation, extra motivation, he don't likes to play football. This is like a final, but as I said before, in both directions we have 38 points. The Dundee FC has 34 points. We have also have an eye in the other direction. So we need points, and if you don't like this game now, this pressure, this perhaps the stadium, I don't know, perhaps before the many spectators, there's pressure. If you don't like this and you need someone who gives you a motivation, I don't know if it is the right job for you.
In the event that you don't make the top 6, how do you then keep the momentum going for the players for what you're going to have to do until the end of the season?
I think the table is so tight, and you can't rest. If you see like last weekend, there are results you didn't expect. The St. John's result, Dundee result. We also we in Rangers, if we won, there's so tight you can't take a rest. You have to be always on the. I don't know if you.
Front foot.
The front foot, the car, if you put it, always on the front foot, because we need points. We need points and so, of course, perhaps then disappointed, but I don't want to think about the situation. What is, if not, I want to think about it. We have the game and we have the chance, and we want to use the chance. And if not, then perhaps we can speak on Saturday about it.
Is it obvious to say it's the biggest game of the season for Motherwell, given a victory could keep them safe in the league for another season? Yes, of course. So if I said if St. Mirren also win, or we have no chance to go in the top 6, but the points are so important. I agree. It's also important to stay in the league, and this is also very, very important for me to have a secure situation. I don't know if it's the right word. Situation to continue my playing style, to continue to implement the things. It's always easier if the pressure is not so high instead of if you have this kind of pressure. It's not always the case, but it is the case this season that whoever's left in the bottom 6, every one of them will be playing to avoid relegation. That makes it all the more important to reach the top 6.
Yes, but this is similar to, for example, to Austria. If the smaller clubs, and this is not disrespectful, this is from the budget. I mean, so if the smaller clubs reach the top 6, you have security, and you can plan your next season without pressure. You can do it. This is a perfect situation. So, of course, everybody tries to reach this, but if not, then life goes on, and you have to keep working and to work and to get the next point in the other games. But now it's only important this game, and I'm really looking forward to this game. I think that our spectators, our fans will support us. Yeah, they also deserve now a good result. There was 2 away games. They traveled a lot, and we don't got the results. So, yeah, as I said before, it's a perfect game.
You mentioned before, just in there, about next season and that maybe security that comes with the top six. If you do manage to get it on Saturday, does your planning for next season accelerate a bit quicker than it maybe would have if you find yourself in the bottom six?
I don't know. I think it helps. I think it helps. It also helps to recruit new players, because players also say, oh, waiting a little bit and wait till they are safe, then we can make another chat, or then we can go to the details. The same is with our players. So I think it helps. It helps, but as I said before, we don't should speak about the future. If this is or if this is no, we have 90 minutes to go. We have 90 minutes to give them a tough fight, to let everything on the pitch, and then at 5 p.m. there's a result, and then we can speak about what is after the game.
What happens this weekend? How much of a measure of that is the progress that you've made with these players since you came here?
I think we started very well. We started very well. Also the results helps the start, and then it's always also a little bit like this. It's also to adapt the new trainings. Not I don't want to speak about training style, but then there's another trainings periodization, and also other trainings contents, and also another trainings load. So this also you have to adapt this as a player, and I think it's normal that you have this phases and these periods in the season, and hopefully we have the next pick on Saturday and not this pick.
And how is the squad looking for Saturday's game?
We have out is Liam Gordon is out. He have concussion, so he's out, and the rest players are in the training. Stephen Seddon is also in the training, but he's not ready for the weekend. But all the other guys are training full. Yeah.
Marvin Kaleta, is he over his illness and back fit and available for selection?
He trained the full week, and he's available. Marvin Kaleta has a little bit, I don't know how to say. It was the first full training week since I'm here. Before he had always injury, then was out, then was an illness. So he has to work to increase the fitness level to be back, to can play 90 minutes, but he's available.